good evening, everyone. Let's try that again. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I want to welcome you to the 6th production of Shakespeare in the Shade. As you have heard, we're going to be doing Romeo and Juliet this evening. But before we get into the show proper, I'm going to ask for a little audience participation in a few moments. Those of you who are over on this side, where's our sign? Are going to be the Montague family. And those of you who are over on this side are going to be with the Capulet family. So after our little introduction is done in a few minutes, when they yell, vote Montague, y'all do it.
Vote Montague!
I want y'all to join with them. So let's try y'all doing it together.
Vote Montague!
Then we'll have the Capulets. And how do you say it?
Vote Capulet!
And I want you to join with them. So let's try it together.
Vote Capulet!
And y'all need to do that for a minimum of 4 times at the end of our first little interlude of the play. Can y'all all help me with that?
Yeah.
All right, very, very good. I have a couple of brief things that I need to mention before we start our show. First of all, our show is being specially dedicated this season to Mark SEEGERS. Mark SEEGERS was an individual who actually did not like Shakespeare until he helped us produce the first Shakespeare production back when we did A Midsummer Night's Dream. And then he became a lover of what it did for our community and how it is. And Mark, we had to bury him about 2 weeks ago, but he will continue to live in our hearts and our minds as we go forward. So we dedicate this production, this season's production, to Mark SEEGERS. Secondly, you cannot put on a show like this without the assistance of our sponsors. As the old saying is that when you see a turtle on a stump, you know one thing: it didn't get there by itself. And so we've had a lot of support. And one of our sponsors is, if you look on the walls, you'll see Tedcy is a sponsor, BGE is a sponsor, our Fund for Seniors program is a sponsor, and Jones & Carter is a sponsor. And we have one of the representatives of BGE here, who is our sponsor. Can we have a round of applause for BGE? Spear back. We also have joining us on stage a number of folks that are very, very special to us. Mark Herman is the constable of our region, and he has a dedicated special group of officers that are in the Parks Division. They have special training, they know how to do water rescue, they know how to do first aid and crowd control, and we have a couple of his division that are here. And come on down, I got 3 of them now. Y'all all turn to the side so they can see the patches. See right there? You see the little gold badge across the top? That is the special mark of honor, which means that they are the elite of the league. How about a round of applause for Mark Herman's team? This is our brand new Corporal Smith, and so he's leading the troops in our beginning opening act here in just a few moments, and thank y'all so much for what y'all do for our parks so that we feel safe when we're out in our parks. I've been reminded that you need to turn your cell phones off. For some reason or another, when you're dealing with Shakespeare play, a cell phone does not quite fit the period. So turn your cell phones off. And then one last little moment before we actually begin the play in earnest. Two special privileges, one of which is that we are honoring today Barbara Bush. Some of you are wearing pearls in her honor, and what a classy lady. We have a dog park that's over here. Another one of our dog parks has been shown on our news today quite a bit because we named it after her 2 dogs, Minnie and Bebe Bush Dog Park, and what a classy lady. When she came in, she brought her own doggy bags. They were the cover for the Houston Chronicle and the Washington Post, and she used them to pick up for her own dogs. And so we will miss her as our First Lady. And my last point of special privilege is we have 2 special people in the crowd tonight to meet. One of which is my daughter, Elizabeth Cagle, who is helping with the soundboard over there. And then her amazing and beautiful mother, who has been my bride for since 1981, so that would be 30, just a few years, but December the 20th, 1981, Janet Cagle, right here on the second row. Round of applause for her. two householders, both alike in dignity.
You cream fraser!
Here we lay our scene in ancient Verona, where ancient grudge breaks to new mutant.
What your fat is
Where civil blood makes civil hands unclean, and from forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life.
Vote Capulet! Vote
I could. Yeah, I could. Yes, I could. I strike quickly being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
Dog of the house of Capulet moves me.
Yeah, moved to run away.
A dog of that house will move me to stand. I will go to the wall with any man or maid of Capulet's, or I will push Capulet's men from the wall and thrust his maids to the wall. I will show myself a tyrant. When I have fought with the men, I will be cruel with the maids and cut off their heads.
The heads of the maids.
Their maiden heads. At me they shall feel while I am able to stand, and 'tis known I am a pretty piece of flesh.
Well, draw thy tool. There's one of the house of the Capulets.
My naked weapon is out. Tybalt. Quarrel. I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
Hear me not. I will frown at him as I pass by and let him take it as he likes. I will bite my thumb at him, which is a disgrace to them if they bear it.
You bite your thumb at me, madam.
I do bite my thumb, sir.
You bite your thumb at me, madam.
Is the law of our side if I say I?
No.
No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I do bite my thumb.
Draw.
Swish, swish. Wow.
Hard fools, put up your swords. You know not what to do.
Turn Romeo and look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword.
Draw thy sword and talk of peace. I hate the word as I hate hell. All Montagues and thee, have at thee, coward.
Remember, what ho, you men, you beasts, on pain of torture, from those bloody hands, throw your misstubborn weapons to the ground and hear the sentence don't move it, prince. 3 civil brawls, bred of an airy word, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit at a peace.
What's the time, cousin?
But news struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long.
Oh, what sadness lengthens Romeo's hours.
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love,
Out.
of love.
Out of her favor, where I am in love. Brawling love, loving hate, serious vanity. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cause I rather weep.
Good heart at what?
At thy good heart's oppression.
Love is a smoke, raised with the fume of sighs, being purged of fire sparkling in lovers' eyes, being vexed as sea, nourished with lovers' tears. What is it else? A madness most discreet, a choking gall, and a preserving sweet. Farewell, Tut. Tut, I've lost myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo. He is some other where.
Tell me in sadness, who is it that you love?
What, shall I groan and tell thee?
Grown, why no, but sadly, tell me who.
Sadness, cousin. You love a woman.
I aimed so near when I supposed you loved.
And she's fair, I love. She will not stay the siege of loving torrents, nor bide the encounter of assailing eyes, nor ope her lap to saint-seducing gold. She's rich in beauty, only poor that when she dies with beauty, dies her store.
Then she hath sworn that she will still live chaste.
She hath, and in that swearing makes huge waste.
Be ruled by me, forget to think of her.
Teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes. Examine other beauties, huh?
Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctor or else die in debt. Tut, man. One fire burns out, another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. One desperate grief is cured with another's languish. Take thou some new infection to thine eye, and the rank poison of the old will die. Why, Romeo, art thou mad?
Not mad, but bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented and... God end, good fellow.
God be good. Pray, sir, can you read?
Aye, my fortune in my misery.
No, but pray, sir, can you read anything that you see?
Aye, if I know the letters and the language.
I am charged to find those persons whose name are here writ. Would I could read, if I had spent my youth in learning. But say honestly, can you read?
Aye, my future in my tears.
You say honestly, rest you merry.
Abstain, fellow. I can read. Fair assembly. Whither should they come?
Up
Whither?
to supper, to our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
I'll say without asking. My master is the great rich Capulet, and if you get up to the house of Montague, pray, come and crush a cup of wine with us. Rest you merry.
At this same ancient feast of Capulets sups the fair Rosaline whom thou so lovest, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattainted eye, compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make you think thy swan a crow.
One fairer than my love, the all-seeing sun ne'er saw her match since first the world begun.
Tut! You saw her there, none else being by, herself poised with herself in either eye, but in that crystal scale, let there be weighed your lady's love against some other maid that I will show you shining at this feast, and she shall scarce show well when thou showest best.
I'll go along.
Yeah.
No such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own.
Yeah.
Nurse, where's my daughter? Call her forth to me.
What lamb? What ladybird? Oh, forget. Where's this girl? What Juliet?
How now? Who calls?
Your mother.
Madam, I am here. What is your will? This is the matter. Nurse, thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age into an hour.
She's 14.
She is not 14. How long is it now to Lammas tide?
A fortnight and odd days.
Even her odd days, of all the days of the year, come Lammas Eve at night, shall she be 14. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls for old age. Well, Susan is with God. She was too good for me. But as I said, come Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. 'Tis since the earthquake now 11 years, and she was weaned, I never shall forget it, of all the days of the year, and upon that day. And since that time it is 11 years. For then she could stand alone. She could have run and waddled all about, for even the day before she broke her brow. And then my husband, God be with his soul, was a merry man, took up the child. Yea, quoth he, fallest thou upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backward when thou hast more wit, wilt thou not, Jewel? And by my holiday, the pretty wretch left crying and said, I wore it. I should live 1,000 years, I never should forget it. Wilt thou not, Jewel, quoth he, and the pretty fool instincted and said,
Aye, and stint thou too, I pray thee, nurse, say I.
Peace I have done, God mark thee to his grace. Thou was the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed. That I might live to see thee married once, I have my wish.
Married. Now, Mary is the very thing I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married? It is an honor I dream not of.
An honor. Were not I thine only nurse, I would say thou hast sucked wisdom from thy teeth.
What think of marriage now? Younger than you here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus then in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, such a man.
Verona's summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, he's a flower, in faith, a very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? Tonight you shall behold him at our feast. Read over the volume of young Paris's face, and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. And you shall share all that he doth possess, by having him making yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger women grow by men.
Speak briefly. Can you like if Paris's love? I'll look to like if looking like he move. But no further will I dart mine eye than your consent give strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come, supper is served up, you come. My young lady asked for, the nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything in extremity. I must hence to wait, I beseech you, follow straight.
Come, Juliet, the count he stays.
Come, girl, seek happy nights to happy days.
Hey, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
I believe me. You are dancing shoes and thimble soul. I am a soul of lead, so staked in the ground I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common ground.
I am too sore and pierced with his shaft to soar with his light feathers. And so bound I cannot bound to picture one's own woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it, do you burden love? To great oppression for tender things.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like thorns.
Oh, I'd love to be rough with you. Be rough with love, huh? Prick love for pricking, be love down.
No, we mean well in going to this mask. There's no wit to go.
Why may one ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, while they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab has been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of a politician, drawn with a team of little atomies athwart men's noses as they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes, made of long spider's legs, that cover the wings of grasshoppers. Her reins are the smallest spider's web, the collars of the moonshine's watery beams, her whip of cricket's bone, the lash of film, her wagoner, a small gray-coated gnat, not so big as a round little worm, picked from the lazy finger of a maid, her chariot, an empty hazelnut, made by the joiner squirrel or old grub, but time out of mind the fairy's coachmakers. And in this state, she gallops night by night through lovers' ways, and then we dream of love, or courtiers' knees that dream on curtsies straight. Or lawyers' fingers that straight dream on fees, or ladies' lips that straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry mad with blisters plagues because their breaths with sweet meats tainted are. And sometimes she comes with a tithe-pig's tail, tickling a parson's nose as he lies asleep, then dreams he of his offering plate for them. Sometimes he drives them for a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of cutting gory throats, of Spanish blades at which he starts and wakes, and being thus frightened, swears a prayer or two and sleeps again. This is that very man. This is the hag, the maids lying backs that presses them and burns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she.
Peace, peace, Mercutio. Thou talkst of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain. Supper is done, and I fear we've come too late.
I fear too early. On my mind misgives some consequence, yet hanging in the stars, shall bitterly begin his fearful courses this night, friends. What lady is that?
I know not.
Oh, he doth teach the torches to burn brightly. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear, beauty too rich for use, or earth too dear. My heart loved till now. Swear at sight. I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be a Montague. Boy! Fetch me my rapier. What dares this man come hither, covered with an antic face, to fleer and scorn at our solemnity?
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
And this is a Montague, our foe, a villain who is hither come in spite to scorn at our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
Aye, that villain Romeo.
Content me, gentle coz. He bears him like a portly gentleman. And to say true, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. I would not for the wealth of all the town here in my house do him disparagement. Therefore be patient. Take no note of him. It is my will, the which if thou respect, show a fair presence and put off these frowns, an ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
It's when such a villain is a guest, I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured! What, footman boy? I say he shall go too. Am I the master here, or you go too? You will not endure him? God shall mend my soul. You'll make a mutiny among my guests.
And it is a shame.
Go too, isn't it? So indeed. Be quiet, or I'll make you quiet.
I will withdraw. But this intrusion, now seeming sweet, shall convert to bitter gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle find is this: my lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Oh, good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Ah, then let lips pray as hands do. Thus, with my lips by yours, my sin is purged.
Oh, then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from thy lips, no trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
Well, you kiss by the book.
Your mother craves a word.
What is her mother?
Her mother is the lady of the house. And a good lady, and a wise and virtuous. I nursed her daughter, that you talked withal. I tell you, he that can lay hold of her shall have the chinks.
Is she a Capulet? What? Oh, dear Count, my life is my foe's death.
Away, be gone, the sport is at the best.
Aye, so I fear. More's my unrest.
Come hither, nurse. What is young gentleman?
The son and heir of Tiberius?
Oh, it's he that now is going out of door.
I know not.
Go ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love, sprung from my only hate. Too early seen unknown and known too late.
What's this? What's this?
A rhyme I learned even how of one I dance withal.
Anon, come, let's away. The strangers all are gone.
Cousin Romeo! Now I don't trust you, your string. He ran this way and leaped this orchard wall. Farewell, my cousin. Nay, I'll conjure him. Romeo! Humors! Madman! Passion! Appear to us in the likeness of a sigh. Speak but one word and I am satisfied. Cry but I be pronounced but love and love. He heareth not, he stirreth not, he moveth not. The ape is dead, but I must conjure him. Romeo, I conjure thee by Rosaline's bright eyes, by her high forehead and her scarlet lip, by her fine foot, straight leg, quivering thigh, and the domains that there adjacent lie. That in thy likeness thou appear to us! Conjure only but to raise him up. Nay, he hath hid himself among these trees. Romeo, good night! Out to my trickle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep.
She jests at scars that never felt a wound. Now what's up? What light beyond the window breaks? This is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief without her maid, are far more fair than she. I mean, of her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. Oh, it is my lady. It is my love. Not that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. Ha, I am too bold. It is not to me she speaks. And two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. Ah, see how she leans her cheek upon her hand? Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Aye, baby.
She speaks. Speak again, my angel, speak again.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if you will not be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is mine enemy. Thy art thyself, not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Please some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other name, would smell as sweet. And so Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owns without that title. Romeo doth thy name. And for that name which is no part of thee, take all of myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love.
What man art thou that thus bescreened in nights and stumblest on my counsel?
To by a name I know not how to tell you who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Are you not Romeo? And a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either be dislike.
How came you here? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb. And the place death considering who you are, if any of my kinsmen finds you here.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls. For stony linnets cannot hold love out, and what love can do that nearest love attempt. For thy kinsmen are no led to me.
If they see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their souls. What thou but sweet and dying proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw you here.
I have nice cloak to hide me from their sight. And but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death escaped wanting of thy love.
By whose direction found you out this place?
My love's, who first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes.
Oh. Well, thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would have made me blush if you paint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Oh, I should dwell on form, I should deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Do you love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word, but if thou swearest, thou may prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say Job laughs. Oh, gentle Romeo, if you do love, pronounce it faithfully. Or, if thou thinkst I am too quickly won, I'll frown, and be perverse, and say thee nay, so thou will woo. But else, not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be false. I should have been more false, I must confess, but you o'erheard my true love's passions, and therefore I pray that you will pardon me, and not impute this yielding to life's love, which the dark night has so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear that tips with silver
Oh,
all
swear
the
not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Well, do not swear at all. Or if thou must, swear by your gracious self, which is the God of my idolatry, and I'll believe you.
With my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear. Although I joy in you, I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night. Good night. Oh, my sweet repose and rest, come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of your love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave you mine before you did request it, and yet I wish I had it back to give again.
Would you withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give it thee again. And yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is boundless as the sea. My love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. I hear some noise within. I come anon! Sweet Montague, be through. Stay but a little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night! I am afeard, being a night, all this is but a dream, too flattering, sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night to thee. If your vows of love be honorable, and your purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that I will send to you. And all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon, but if you mean not well, I do beseech you. By and by I come to cease your suit, and leave me to my grief.
So thrive my soul,
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes towards love, as schoolboys from their books. But love from love, born school with heavy looks.
Romeo, Romeo.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweets how lovers come by night, like softest music to attending.
What time tomorrow shall I send you?
At the hour of 9.
Oh, I will not forget. 'Tis 20 years till then. I forget why I did claim back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget having you still stand here, remembering how I love your company.
And I'll still stay to have you still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have you gone. And yet no further than a small child's bird who lets it hop from her hand and with a silk thread plucks it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I wish I were thy bird.
Oh, sweet, so do I. Yet I would kill thee with much cherishing. Good night. Good night. My heart heaves such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night. Till tomorrow.
Sleep fall upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep in peace, so sweet to rest.
The gray-eyed morn smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Now, ere the sun advances burning eye, the day to cheer and night's dank dew to dry, I must fill up this osier cage of ours with baleful leaves and precious juice flowers. How mickle is the powerful grace that lies in herbs, plant, stones, and their true qualities? For not so vile that on the earth doth live, but to the earth some special good doth give. Nor aught so good but strained from that fair use, revolts from true birth, stumbling on abuse. Virtue itself turns vice, being misapplied, and vice sometimes by actions dignified. Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For this, being smelt, with that part cheers each part, being tasted, slays all senses with the heart.
Tomorrow, lover!
Benedicite, what early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Young son, it argues a distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, my ghostly father? Oh, no, I forgot that name, and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I have been feasting with my enemy.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
And plainly know, my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on hers, so hers is set on mine, and all combined, say, but thou must combine my holy marriage. When and where and how we met, we wooed and made exchange of vow. Well, tell me as we pass, but this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Oh, St. Francis! What a change is here! Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. She's a Maria. What a deal of brine hath washed thy sallow cheeks for Rosaline. Lo, here upon my cheek the stain doth sit, an old tear that is not washed off yet. And art thou changed? Pronounce the sentence then. Women may fall when there's no strength in men.
Thou chidest me oft for loving Rosaline.
For wanting, not for loving, pupil mine.
I pray thee, chide not. She whom I love now doth grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Come, go with me. In one respect I'll thy assistant be. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
True, let us hence. I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow. They stumble that run fast.
Ah. Oh, the devil should this Romeo be. Tybalt, the kinsman of old Capulet, hath sent a letter to his father's house, a challenge, and Romeo will answer it. Any man that can write may answer a letter. Alas, poor Romeo, he was already dead, stabbed with a white wench's black eye, and is he a man to encounter Tybalt, the prince of cats? He fights as you sing prick songs, keeps time, distance, and proportion, 1, 2, and the third in your bosom! A duelist. A duelist, ah! The immortal Pasado, the pox of such antic, lisping, affecting fantasticos. By Jesu, a very good blade, a very tall man, a very good whore. You gave us the slip last night.
Pardon, good Mercutio, my business was great. And in a case such as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
Oh, why? Is not this better now than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable. Now art thou Romeo. Now art thou what thou art, art as well as thy nature. Huh? For this dribbling love is like a great ape that runs lolling up and down to hide his bauble in a hole.
God, you can borrow this one.
God, ye. Oh, good afternoon, fair gentlewoman.
Is it afternoon?
What, 'tis no less, I tell you. For the body hand of the dial is now upon the prick of noon.
Oh, upon you, what woman are you? Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I am the youngest of that age.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence.
Oh, she will invite you to some supper. A so Romeo, will you to your father's? Will dinner thither.
I will follow.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell. Lady.
I pray you, sir, what a saucy merchant was this that was so full of her jokery?
A gentlewoman nurse that loves to hear herself talk, and will speak more in a minute than she'll stand to in a month.
If you speak anything against me, I'll take her down, scurvy knave! I am none of her flirt tales. I am none of her skeins mates. And you too must stand by to suffer every knave to use me at her pleasure. No, for God, I am so vexed that every part about me quivers. Scurvy knave! I pray you, sir, a word. As I told you, my lady bade me inquire you out. What she bade me say, I'll keep to myself. But first let me tell you, that if ye should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, for a very gross kind of behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young. Therefore, if you were to deal double with her, truly it were an ill thing to offer to any young gentlewoman in very weak feeling.
Nurse. Commend me to thy lady and mistress. I protest unto thee
Good
that I...
faith. And in faith, I will tell her as much.
What will you tell her, nurse, thou dost not mark me?
I will tell her, sir, that you do protest, which, as I take it, is a gentlemanlike offer.
Bid her devise some means to come to shrift this afternoon, and there she shall at Friar Lord's cell be shrived and married.
Oh!
Here's for thy pains.
No, truly, sir, not a bit.
Go to, I say you shall.
This afternoon, sir, she shall be there.
Farewell, commend me to thy mistress.
God in heaven bless thee, heart, ye, sir.
What sayest thou, my dear nurse?
My mistress is the sweetest lady. Lord, there was a time.
Farewell, commend me to thy lady.
I 1,000 times.
clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour, she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet with him. Oh, that's not so. Oh, she is lame. Love's herald should be thoughts, which 10 times faster glide than the sun's beams. Had she affections and warm youthful blood, she'd be swiftly in motion as a ball. But old folks, many vain as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Oh, Lord, why look so sad?
I am aweary, give me leave a while. Fie, how my bones ache, what a jaunt have I had.
I wish you had my bones and I your news. Nay, come, I pray thee, speak. Good, nurse, speak.
Yea, what haste? Do you not stay a while? Do you not see that I am out of breath?
Well, how can you be out of breath when you have breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? Is thy news good or bad? Say either. I'll wait the circumstance. Nay, let me be satisfied. Is it good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he. Though his face be better than any man's and a body. That's not to be talked of. Yet they are past compare. He is not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, serve God.
No, all this I didn't know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Oh, how my head aches. What a head have I. It beats as it would fall in 20 pieces. Oh, and my back. On the other side. Oh, my back. Beshrew your heart for sending me about to catch my death with jaunting up and down.
In faith, I'm sorry thou art not well. Sweet nurse, tell me, what says my love?
Your love says like an honest gentleman, and a kind and courteous, and I warrant a handsome. Where is your mother?
Where is your mother? Your love says like an honest gentleman. Where is your mother?
God, lady dear, are you so hot? Henceforth, do your messages yourself.
What says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to shrift today?
I have.
Then get you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Oh, now comes the wanted blood up in your cheeks. I go to church, I must another way. I am the drudge and toil in your delight, but you shall bear the burden soon at night.
I to high fortune, farewell, honesters.
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen. Do not but close our hands with holy words, then, love devouring death, do what he dare. It is enough that I may call to mind.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder. Therefore love moderately. Well, love doth so. Too swift to rise, as tardy as too slow. Here comes thy lady.
Good even to my ghostly confessor.
Come, and we will make short work, for by your leaves, you shall not stay alone till Holy Church incorporate two in one.
Where is this Tybalt? He's as hot a jack in his mood as any in Italy. Nay, and there were two such, we would soon have none, for they would kill each other. He will quarrel with a man that hath a hair more or a hair less in his beard than he hath. He once quarreled with a man for coughing in the street because he had wakened his dog. And up pops the devil. Tybalt!
Mercutio, a word with you.
And but one word? Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You will find me apt enough to that matter if you give me occasion, but Mercutio now consorts with Romeo.
Consort? What? Dost thou make us minstrels? If thou make minstrels of us, look to hear nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlestick, here's that shall make you dance. Zounds, consort.
Good day to you, madam. Here comes my man. Romeo, the hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none, therefore farewell, I see you know me not.
Boy, this does not excuse the injury thou hast done me, therefore turn and draw.
I do protest, I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise until thou know the reason for my love. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as my own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Tybalt! You rat catcher, will you walk?
What would you have with me?
Good king of cats. Nothing but one of your 9 lives. Draw. Make haste, lest mine be about your ears ere thee out.
I'm going. Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir, your pissarro.
For shame! Forbear this outrage! Tybalt. Mercutio, the prince expressly hath forbidden bandying for all the streets. Hold it, Mercutio!
Ow! I'm hurt. Is he there now for nothing?
What, art thou hurt?
Aye, a scratch. Ere eat is enough. Go, someone fetch a surgeon.
Courage, the hurt cannot be much.
No, it's not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a great man. I am peppered, I warn you, for this world. A plague of both your houses. Zoom, the dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat, a scratch, a man, a dead, a braggart, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your
I thought
arm.
all for the best.
Fill me into some house, Romeo, or I shall faint. For both your houses, make worms meet of me.
Alive in triumph, Mercutio's reign. Tybalt, Mercutio's soul is but a little ways above our heads, waiting for yours to keep her company. Either you, or I, or both must go with her.
Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, towards Phoebus' lodging. Such a wagger as Phaeton would whip thee to the west and bring in cloudy night immediately. Spread thy closed curtain, love performing night, that runaway's eyes may wink and Romeo leap into these arms, untalked of and unseen. Lovers conceive to do their amorous rites by their own beauties, or if love be blind and best agrees with night. Come, civil night, thou sober-suited matron, all in black, and learn me how to lose a winning match. Play for a pair of stainless maidenhoods. Oh, hood my unmanned blood, bating from my cheeks with thy black mantle, till Strange love grown bold, in true love acted simple modesty. Come, night. Come, Romeo, come thou day in night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Oh, come, night, come, loving, black-browed night, give me my Romeo, and when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars. And he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. I have bought the mansion of a love, but not possessed it. And though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. I mean, what news? Why does I wring my hands?
Oh, Willoughby, we are undone, lady, we are undone. He's gone, he's killed, he's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can, but heaven cannot. Romeo, whoever would have thought it was Romeo?
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus? Hath Romeo slain himself? Say thou that I, and that bare foul eye shall poison more than the death-darting eye of cockatrice. I am not I, if there be such an eye. If he be slain, say I, or if not, no.
I saw the wound. I saw it with mine eyes, a piteous corpse, a bloody, piteous corpse.
Oh, break my heart, for bankrupt, break it once.
Oh, Tybalt, whenever I should live to see thee dead.
Is Romeo slaughtered and is Tybalt dead? My dear, loved cousin, and my dear lord?
Tybalt is gone, and Romeo banisheth. Romeo that killed him, he is banished.
Oh, God, did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did, alas the day, it did.
Oh, serpent heart hid with a flowering face, did ever dragon keep so barricaded? A damned Satan, honorable villain. Was ever book containing such vile matter so fairly bound? Oh, that deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. What a beast was I to chide at him.
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Ah, poor my lord. What tongue shall smooth thy name when I, thy 3 hours' life, untangled it? Wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. My husband lives that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt is dead that would have slain my husband. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo is banished. With that word, banished, in that one word is father, mother, Romeo, Tybalt, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. There is no end, no limit, measure are bound in that word's death. No words can that woe sound. Come, night. Come, nurse, I'll to my wedding bed. In death, not Romeo, take my maidenhead.
Hie to your chamber, I'll find Romeo to comfort you. Hark ye, he'll be here at night. I'll to him, he is at Friar Lawrence's cell.
Find him, nurse, I must see him tonight. Go bid him come to take his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth. Come forth, thou fearful man. Affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity. And bring thee tidings of the prince's doom.
What less than death could be the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment hath vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Be merciful, say death. For exile hath more terror in his look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona art thou banishing. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world outside the Roman walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Thou cuts my head off with a golden axe and spirals upon the stroke that murders me.
Oh, deadly sin, oh, rude unthankfulness! He could have called for death, but the kind prince, taking thy part, hath brushed aside the law, and turned that black word death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not?
'Tis torture, not mercy. Heaven is here where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing live here in heaven, and may look on her. But Romeo may not. He is banished. Flies may do this, but I from this must fly. They are free men, but I the damned did use that word in hell. How was the heart to mangle me with that word, banished?
Thou fond madman, let me but speak a word.
Oh, thou wilt speak again and banish.
I'll give thee armor to keep off that word. Adversity, sweet milk, philosophy, to comfort thee, though thou art banished.
Yet, banished! Hang up philosophy, unless philosophy can make a Juliet, just plant it down, reverse a prince's doom. It helps not, it prevails not. Talk no more.
Then I see madmen have no ears.
How should they, when the wise men have no eyes?
Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not speak of that thou dost not feel. Wert thou as young as I, Juliet thy love, an hour but married, Tybalt murdered, doting like me, and like me banished, then mightst thou speak. Then mightst thou tear thy hair and fall upon the ground as I do now, taking the measure of an unmade grave.
Arise, one knocks. No, they not. Who's there? Romeo, arise and look sacred. Stay a while. Stand up and run to my study. By and by. I come. Who knocks so hard? Whence come ye? What's your will?
Let me come in and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Where's my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
There on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
He is even in my mistress's case, just in her case. And even so lies she, blubbering and weeping and blubbering. Stand up. Stand up. Stand and you be a man. For Juliet's sake, for her sake, rise and stand.
Nurse,
Oh, sir. Oh, sir.
speak yourself, Juliet. How is she? Does she not think me an old murderer? Now I have stained the childhood of our joy with a lodge removed but little from her own. Where is she? And how doth she? And what says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
She says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps, and then falls down on her bed and starts up and on Tybalt calls, and then on Romeo cries, and then down falls again.
As if that name murdered her. As that name's cursed hand murdered her kinsman. Tell me, friar, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me, that I may sack the hateful mansion!
Hold thy desperate hand! Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art. Thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of the beast. Thou hast amazed me. By my holy order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Dost thou slay thyself? Having slain Tybalt, and slay thy lady too that lives in thee? By doing damned hate upon thyself? Fie, fie! Thou shamest thy shape, thy love, thy wit! What? Rouse thee, man! Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy too. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns into exile. Here art thou happy. A pack of blessings lights upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array. But as a misbehaved and sullen wench, thou poutest upon thy fortune and thy love. Take heed, for such thy miserable. Go, get thee to thy lady, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence, and comfort her. But look thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou wilt live, till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, bring thee back to 1,000 times more joy than thou went forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse. Commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed. Romeo is coming.
Lord, I could have stayed here all night to hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is. I'll tell my lady you will come.
Do so. Bid my suite prepare to chide.
I make haste, for it grows very late.
Go hence. Good night. And here stands all your state. Be gone, disguised, before the break of day. Sojourn in Mantua. I'll find out your man, and he shall signify from time to time every good hap to you that chances you. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Farewell. Good night.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, and not the lark, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, what streaks of light relate to the severing clouds in yonder east. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight. I know it. It is some meteor that the sun exhales to be to thee this night a torchbearer and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet. Thou needst not to be gone.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I am content if you will have it so. I'll say yon gray is not the morning's eye. I have more care to stay than will to go. How is my soul? Let's talk. It is not day.
It is. It is. I can't be gone. Away, it was the lark that sings so altitude. Oh, now be gone, more light and light of earth.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam, your lady mother is headed to your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
Open window, let light in and let light out.
Farewell. Farewell. One kiss and I descend.
Art thou God, so loved, Lord, I, husband, friend. I must hear from thee every hour of the day, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, I shall be much in years, I can count ere I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell.
Thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I know it. And all these woes shall serve for sweet discourses in our time to come.
Oh, darling, are you up?
Farewell, my love.
Who is it that calls?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
And the Lord weeping for your cousin's death? What? Wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? If thou could not make him live. Therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
Well, girl, I weep not so much for his death, as that the villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo! That is because the traitor murderer lives.
I, madam, with these the reach of my hands were none but I might venge my cousin's death.
We will have vengeance for it. Fear thou not, then weep no more. I'll send one to Mantua, where that same banished renegade doth live. Then he shall soon keep Tybalt company. And then I hope thou wilt be satisfied.
Indeed, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him dead. Oh, how my heart abhors to hear him named and cannot come to him, to wreak the love I bore my cousin upon his body that slaughtered him.
But now I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
Joy comes well in such needy times. Where are they? I beseech your ladyship.
Well, well, thou hast a careful mother, child. One would have put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy, that thou expects not, nor I look not for.
The happy times, madam, what day is that?
Mary, my child, early next Thursday morn, the gallant young gentleman, the county pair of St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now find St. Peter's Church and Peter too. He shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste, madam, that I must wed, and he that should be husband comes to woo. I will not be married yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. History is indeed.
Soft, take me with you. Take me with you, girl. How? Will you not? Dost thou not give us thanks? Dost thou not crown? Dost thou not count thee blessed? Unworthy as thou art, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be thy bridegroom.
Not proud that you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful e'en for hate that is meant love.
How now? How now? Chalk logic, what is this? Proud, and I thank you, and I thank you not, and yet not yet proud, Mistress Minion? You think me no thankings, nor proud me, nor proud, but battle your fine joints against Thursday next, to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee on a hurdle thither! Out you green sickness carrying! Out you baggage! You tallow face!
Fine, fine. What are you, mad?
I beseech your lady, on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage. Disobedient wretch! I'll tell you what. Get thee to church on Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. My fingers itch! We scarce thought us blessed that God hath lent us but this only child. But now I see this one is one too much, and that we have a curse in having her. Out on her, Hilding!
God in heaven bless her. You are to blame, my lady, to rate her so.
And why, my lady Wisdom? Hold your tongue, good Prudence. Smatter with your gossip so.
I speak no treason.
Oh God, ye got it?
May not one speak?
Peace, you mumbling fool. Utter your gravity over a gossip's bowl, for here we need it not.
You are too hot.
God's bread. It makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time. Alone, in company. Still my care out to have her match. And having now provided a gentleman of noble parentage, a fair domain, youthful and nobly trained, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one thought would wish a man, and to have a wretched fooling fool, a whining mammoth, to answer, I'll not wed, I cannot love, I am too young. I pray you, pardon me, but as you will not wed, I pardon you. Grace where you will, you shall not house with me. Look to it, think on it, in truth, I do not jest. Thursday is here. Lay hand on heart, advise, and you be mine, and I'll give you to my friend. And you be not hang, beg, starve, die in the streets. Trust to it. Bethink you, I'll not be forsworn.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief that sweet my mother?
Cast me not away.
Delay this marriage a month, a week, or if thou wilt not, make the bridal bed in that dim monument where devil lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Oh God. Oh nurse. How shall this be prevented? Comfort me. Counsel me. What sayest thou? Hast thou no words of joy? So comfort me.
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world to nothing, that he dares ne'er come back to gather you, or if he do, it must needs be by stealth. Then, since the case so stands, is now it done. I think it best you marry with the Count. He's a lovely gentleman. Romeo is a dishcloth to him. An eagle, madam, hath not so green, so quick, so fair an eye as Paris hath. Beshrew, my merry heart, I think you are happy in this second match, for it excels your first. For if it did not, your first is dead. As him living there, and you know use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from my soul too, or else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Lord, you have comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my mother that I am gone, having displeased to Lord's self, to make confession and to be absolved.
Marry, I will. And it is wisely done.
Ancient damnation, almost wicked fiend! Is it more of a sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my Lord with that same tongue which ye have praised him with above compare so many thousand times? Go, counselor! Our hearts are forever twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, I myself have the power to die. Door, when thou hast done so, come weep with me, past hope, past cure, past help.
Ah, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prevent it, on Thursday next be married to Count Paris.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. And if in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, then with this knife I'll help it presently. Give me some present counsel, or behold me not so long to speak. I long to die, if what thou speaks not of remedy.
Oh, daughter, I do spy a kind of hope, which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If, rather than to marry Count Paris, thou hast the strength and will to slay thyself, then it is likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death to chide away the shame. And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Bid me leap rather than marry Paris from off the battlements of yonder tower, or bid me go into a new-made grave and hide me with a dead man in his shroud, and I will do it without fear or doubt to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, take this vial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou off. Then presently, through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor. For no pulse, no warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade, each part, being deprived of supple government, shall stiff and stark and cold appear like death. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou, dead. Thou shalt be borne to that same ancient vault where all the kindred of the capitals lie. In the meantime, before thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift. Hither shall he come, and he and I shall watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua. And this shall free thee of this present shame, if no inconstant toy nor womanish fear abate thy valor in the acting it.
Give me, tell not me of fear.
Well, we shall be much unfurnished for this time. What? Is my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence?
Aye, forsooth.
Well, he may chance to do some good on her. A peevish, self-willed harlotry it is.
See where she comes from shrift with merry look.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
Where I have learned me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests, and am enjoined by Holy Lawrence to fall prostrate here and beg your pardon. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforward I am ever ruled by you.
Send for the county. Go tell them of this. We'll have this knotted up tomorrow morning. Why, I am glad on it. This is well. Stand up. This is as it should be. Now, for God, our state is much beholden to this reverend friar. Good night. Get thee to rest. Thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Come, bottle. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, no, we shall prevent it. Lie thou there. What if it be a poison, which the friar suddenly hath ministered to have me dead, lest in this marriage he should be dishonored because he married me before to Romeo? I fear it is, and yet methinks it should not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. Oh, what if I wake in the tomb before the time that Romeo comes to redeem me? There's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no healthy air breathes in, and there die, strangled ere my Romeo comes? Oh, if I wake where bloody Tybalt yet but green in earth lies pestering in his shroud. Alack, is it not like that I shall madly play with my forefathers' joints, and in this rage, with some great kinsman's bones, as with a club, dash out my desperate brains. Romeo, I come. This do I drink to thee.
What mistress, Juliet? Ah, you slug a bed. Sweetheart. Why, bride. Sleep while you can. If Count Paris has his way, you shall rest but little tonight. God forgive me, Mary. How sound is she asleep? I must needs wake her. Madam. 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 Count Paris finds you in your bed, he'll wake you up in faith, will it not be? Put in your clothes. and dress fit down again. I must needs wake you. Help! Help! Juliet's dead! My lord! My lady!
What noise is here?
Oh, Juliet.
For shame, bring Juliet forth. Her lord is come. What is the matter?
Look! Look!
Juliet! My child! My only life! Revive, look up, or I will die with thee! Help, help, oh help!
Like the day she said.
Oh, alas, she's cold. Death lies on her like an untimely flower, upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
My little babe.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
There she lies, flower she was. Death is my son-in-law, death is my heir. My daughter he hath wedded. I will die and leave him all. Life living, all is death. But one poor loving child. But one thing to rejoice and solace in. And cruel death hath touched it from my sight.
Be so for shame. Confusion's cure lies not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had part in this fair maid. Now heaven hath all. All the better for it is the maid. Your part in her you could not keep from death, but heaven keeps his part in eternal life. Dry up your tears. Stick your rosemary upon this fair corpse, and as the custom is, in all her best array, bear her to church. For though fond nature bids us to lament, yet nature's tears are reason to merriment.
All things that we ordained festival have turned from their office to black funeral. Our instruments to melancholy vows, our wedding cheer to a sad burial feast, our solemn hymns to sullen dirges change, our bridal flowers serve for a buried corpse, and all things change them to the contrary.
Madam, go you in to follow this fair corpse into her grave. The heavens do lure upon you for some ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will.
If I may trust the flattering fruit of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. And all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream, think as a dead man lead to think. Breathed such life with kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. News from Verona. How now, Balthazar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Her body lies in Capel's monument, and her mortal part with angels' lips. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and took it presently to tell it to you, to pardon me for bringing this ill news.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, as far as Thou knowest my lodging. Get me ink and paper and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
Oh, I do beseech you, sir, have patience. You look so wild and pale and do import some misfortune.
Thou art deceived. Leave me, and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, my good lord.
No matter, get thee gone. And hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight. Oh, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for me. Oh, mischief, thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabouts he dwells. A man did eat a poison now whose sale is present death in Mantua. Here lives a caitiff wretch with selleth him. As I remember, this should be the house. One ho! Apothecary!
You call so loud?
Come hither, men. Behold, there is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison.
Such mortal drugs I have. But Mantua's law is death to any he who barters them.
Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness and fearest to die? The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich, that be not poor, but break it. And take this.
My poverty, but not my will consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will and drink it down. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
There's thy gold. Farewell, buy food and get thyself in flesh. Come. Cordial. And not poison. Go with me to Juliet, pray, for there must I use thee.
Holy Franciscan Friar, Brother Ho!
That seems to be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or if his mind be rich, give me his letter.
While journeying to seek him out, I chanced upon a barefoot brother of our order here in this city, visiting the sick who suffered from a pestilential plague. Suspecting who were rolled in a house where the infectious pestilence ruled, the elders of the town sealed up the doors and would not let us forth. So my speed to Mantua there was stopped.
Who bore my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again. Nor could I get a messenger to bring it to me, so fearful were they of infection.
Unhappy fortune. By my brotherhood, this letter was not nice, but full of charge of dear import, and thee neglecting it made too much danger. Friar John, go hence. Bring me an iron crow and bear it straight into my cell.
Aye, brother, I'll bring it thee.
Now I must to the monument alone. Within 3 hours will Juliet awake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents. But I will write again to Mantua, and keep her at my cell till Romeo come. Poor living corpse, closed in the dead man's tomb.
Hold. Take thou this letter. Early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my lord and father. It is right. Upon thy life, I charge thee. Do not interrupt me in my course, or by heaven I will tear thee joint by joint.
I will leave and not trouble you, sir.
So shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that. Live and prosper. Farewell, good fellow.
For all the same, I'll hide hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intentions I doubt.
My love. My wife. Death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's design yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks. And death's pale flag is not advancing there. Dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean of a horrid monster keeps eager and dark to be his paramour? No. For fear of that, I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Eyes, take your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh, you the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide. Here's to my love. Oh, true, apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
Saint Francis, be my spouse. How oft tonight have my little feet stumbled at graves? Who's there?
Here's one, a friend, and one that knows you well.
This be upon you. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yon that vainly lends its light to grubs and eyeless skulls, as I discern it burneth at the Capitol's monument?
It doth so, holy sir, there be my master's, one whom you love.
Who is it?
Romeo.
How long hath he been there?
Full half hour.
Come with me to the vault.
I dare not, sir. My master knows not, but I am gone, and did menace me with death should I stay to look upon his intent.
Stay then. I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. For what shall I pierce an ill unlucky thing? Romeo? Romeo! Oh, pale. What an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance. Oh, he stirs.
Comfortable fire. I do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where's my Romeo?
I hear some noise. Lady, come from this nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Now, come away. My husband there lies dead. Now, come away. I'll get thee to a sisterhood of nuns where thou mayst spend thy days in peace and prayer. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet. I dare no longer stay.
Go, get thee gone, for I will not away.
What's here?
Poison. We'll see. I think his time is in. pearl. Drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Perhaps some poison yet doth hang on them to help me die with restorative. Thy lips are warm.
Lead, boy, which way?
Yea, some noise, then I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger. Ah. This is the sheep. There was. Ah. And let me die.
Two households of equal dignity. In fair Verona, where we laid the scene, where ancient grudge broke to do mutiny, where civil blood made civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of two old foes, this pair of star-crossed lovers lost their life.